What's going on, guys? It's Bassn with Buddy. I know it's been a while, but one thing I want to talk to you guys about is very, very important, especially for the summertime. There's been plenty of times I've been out fishing and I come back and super sunburned, or I have to stop early because I got a really bad headache. Well, after doing tons of research and just, trying out different things, some of the things that had worked best for me to keep me out there on the water fishing, staying protected, and not developing any types of skin cancer is probably my main concern now, along with my mom. So a couple things that I want to go over real quick with you to keep yourself protected is some of the gear that I usually wear, and hopefully whatever I tell you will hopefully pawn off to you guys, and maybe you guys will start doing it as well. Real quick, a quick fact about skin cancer. I think it's about like 76,000 people per year are diagnosed with skin cancer, and skin cancer is one of the most dangerous forms of cancer that is out there right now. So we all need to stay protected, especially our fishermen. One of the key things that I found out is that if I don't have anything on my head throughout the day of fishing, I start developing these really, really bad headaches. And I thought it was because I was losing water and not having the electrolytes. Well, I would chug Gatorades and I would chug water all day, and I would still have these crazy headaches. So what I figured out is that if I wear a hat, now if you can see this trucker hat, I still have some holes in it to where the UV rays will still penetrate through it. It was okay, but I still needed to cover that part of the hat up in order to stay protected and not get these headaches. So a hat that would cover my entire head, cover my neck and stuff like that, would prevent these headaches from happening. So if you're having these headaches, try protecting your head. That may be the cause of it. Alright, so when it's really, really hot out there, and I'm not worried about a photo, because sometimes I keep two hats with me because I think this hat looks a little goofy on me. I'll keep my Bassn with Buddy hat with me so I can take a picture with a fish if I need to. But the bigger the hat, the better. It will actually cover the back of your neck, keeping your neck cool, and keeping a lot of your face covered up, along with your shoulders too if you have a short sleeve shirt on. With that said, when you're out there on the water and you have a hat on, the reflection off of the water is even intensified, or the UV rays are intensified, giving you even a more, I guess, ray to burn your skin. So one thing that I do is, if I don't want to wear the face shield because I'm not breathing, or I need more oxygen because of the humidity or the air is just way too hot, I'll use sunscreen. This right here is 50 proof, but I'll try to go to about 100 if I'm out there all day. But if you're using 50, you probably need to apply several times throughout the day. And if you have 100 on, you're probably protected pretty well. But I mean, if you're wiping sweat off and all that other stuff, you probably need to reapply. But sunscreen is very, very important. Another thing with this sunscreen is that if you're wearing short sleeves, just like this, you want to put it on your arms. One thing that I do too is I have I have sleeve protectors from the sun. So I'll either use that, and then my hands are always exposed. So if my hands are exposed, if I don't have those UV protecting gloves, I'll spray some of this on there too. You probably want to make sure you have a towel, because if you're wiping it around or you're wiping it all over the place, it's going to get all over your reels and your rods, and it's going to be all slippery and nasty. So make sure you have a towel, or rub your hands in the water or on the pants or shorts that you have to get that off of there. So if I'm not spraying it on my face, I'm definitely using my face shield. There's different ones out there, so if you feel like this isn't breathable enough, definitely try to swap over to another one. I know Simms fishing gear has actually bigger holes where the mouth would be and the nose would are, so you could breathe a lot better. So check those out. Another thing I like to do is I like to wear long sleeves, and I do that because I don't really like my skin being all oily. So one thing I do is I make sure I wear sleeves, or I wear my protecting sleeves with a t-shirt. I make sure I'm fully covered. But my favorite thing to do of all is wearing a long sleeve shirt. This is actually a hoodie. I'm just going to flip it inside out so you can see the brand. But this brand right here is by far my favorite brand. I've had the Simms, I've had Under Armour, and I have a couple other different brands too. But right here is my favorite, by Columbia. My favorite part about this is that it has a hood on it. So when I wear it, it's actually very breathable. So it's nice and cool throughout the day. Even if you're sweating with it, the sweat like clings to this this hoodie, and it actually kind of keeps you cool. It's kind of weird, but it's very, very helpful. So and with the hoodie, and what this does, it actually protects your neck. It protects you from the side angles of the sun, depending on which direction you're fishing. And then on top of that, I told you about my hat, my trucker hat that has the holes in the back. Well, that hood will actually protect my head all the way up, you know, toward my logo, and it's not giving me those headaches. And like I said, it is nice and cool, so I'm never ever hot. You'll see me wearing this in a lot of my Facebook or Instagram pictures, and I'm telling you right now, this is my #1 go-to sun protecting gear. So this is very, very key, especially if it has a hood on it. If you don't have a hood on and you just have a hat on, you're getting your neck and your ears, and you're risking that skin cancer, you know, throughout the day. So be protected. I wear pants all the time as well. You're probably thinking, well, you're out there fishing in 100 degrees. Well, I'd rather be protected than, you know, later down the road develop some sort of skin cancer. So I wear pants all the time. Every once in a while I wear shorts, but if I'm wearing shorts, I make sure I apply the sunscreen. It is very, very important. The next thing I want to leave you guys is that you need to stay hydrated. If you're not hydrated throughout the day, you could pass out, especially if you're by yourself. You could pass out, fall out of the boat, wind up drowning, or just fall out and die of heat exhaustion. You need to make sure you are staying hydrated. Hydration is the #1 thing you need to keep in mind when you're out there in that heat. And drinking something that has electrolytes in it or some sort of sugar is very, very good. Y'all need to make sure that you're staying hydrated, keeping that water and the fluids inside you with the electrolytes, and you need to make sure that your skin is protected at all times. Those 2 things are the most key things, especially during the summertime, to keep you out on the water fishing and staying protected for, you know, long-term skin cancers. So y'all stay tuned and make sure you continue to follow Bassn Buddy. See you next time.